Imagine a picturesque Saturday morning. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and you decide to go to your local coffee shop to get your favorite matcha latte. You take a stroll, salivating, thinking about the delicious morning treat your favorite barista has been making you for years. She knows your name, your life story, and you know hers. She even knows that you prefer oat milk without you having to ask. But when you get to the shop, something's off. A sign on the window catches the corner of your eye. Closed. Right beneath it, in big, bold corporate letters, Dunkin' Donuts coming soon. How do you feel? The cozy, familiar cafe is being replaced by a one-size-fits-all corporate chain where you're just another one of many customers. Where the barista that obsessed over the perfect froth to matcha ratio is being replaced by a mass-produced product. What if I told you this is about much more than your morning matcha? What if I told you that many of us in this room today, as creators and customers of technology products, are responsible for the potential demise of small businesses in the United States? The algorithms, delivery apps, and marketplaces that we think are helping them, that are making our lives much more convenient as customers, are actually making it harder and harder for small businesses to survive. Small businesses like my family's. Just like many other immigrants, my parents came to the US and saw small business as their path to economic freedom. They hustled and built a portfolio of retail stores and restaurants that sent my sister and me to college. I grew up in and around these businesses. Too young to legally order a beer myself, but fully qualified to stop a college student with a fake ID. Years later, I left my job in Silicon Valley to help my family navigate the COVID-19 pandemic. It was really an all-hands-on-deck situation. During the pandemic, our reliance on delivery apps like Uber Eats and DoorDash spiked. And let me be abundantly clear. These platforms helped us tremendously during COVID. We gained access to an expanded customer base, even outsourced to many of the challenging and expensive parts of running an e-commerce business. So far, so good, right? Not quite. There's a dark side to these platforms that isn't widely known. They charge aggressively high platform fees, between 15% and 30% of sales. But that's not all. They charge additional marketing costs on top of the platform fees. With increased competition, we have no choice but to compete on price, driving a race to the bottom. And as the top line suffers, so does the bottom line, with increased operational expenses to support the businesses from these apps. But unfortunately for us, the modern consumer wants everything delivered to their doorstep within 30 minutes and a buy one, get one free offer. God forbid we ask you to get out of the app and give us a call during that process. My family is far from the only ones affected by this paradigm shift. Etsy charges its merchants 15% of sales. Fiverr, 20%. And Amazon charges its third-party sellers upwards of 50% of its sales. The marketplace effect runs far beyond retail and restaurants. Think healthcare providers, legal services, and everything in between. Nearly half of US retail growth over the past decade has come from just 3 companies: Walmart, Amazon, and Costco. The rest? Victims. In fact, there was a 57% increase in retail store closures between 2023 and 2024. What's even more shocking, though, is that these marketplaces aren't making money themselves. In fact, the top 4 public food delivery marketplaces have experienced a cumulative $20 billion loss since going public. customers are paying upwards of 50% more than they would in store. So really, who's winning here? Raise your hand if you've ever dreamt of starting a business one day. Oh my God, this is way more than I was expecting. So is 75% of Gen Z. I could not be more excited about what the future has in store for us. But honestly, I'm also a bit scared. I'm scared about the economic fabric of the US. Over 99% of businesses in the United States are small businesses. That's 33 million businesses. And they employ 62% of Americans. What happens when the lifeblood of our economy is at stake? I'm scared that we're jeopardizing the economic mobility that was so important to my family. Maybe even the future of small business entrepreneurship. Technology companies were once advocates of small businesses and independent operators. But today, they're extracting as much as they can from them. What's even more ironic is that they were once small businesses themselves. But today, they are making it harder and harder for the little guy to survive. Is this what we want to reward as a society? Most importantly, I'm scared about the impact that this will have on our communities. Small businesses exemplify human connection in ways that large corporate chain stores simply can't. Because they get to know you, they care. And yet, especially today, we are constantly replacing real human interactions with automated transactional experiences, all in the name of efficiency. If human connection is the cost of convenience, is it worth it? Progress is inevitable, but the kind of progress we create, that's up to us. Every time we click add to cart, every time we let an algorithm decide what we buy, every time we trade connection for convenience, we are actively making a choice about the world we want to live in. But technology isn't the enemy here. We don't need fewer innovations, but better ones. Ones that ensure fair competition, allow sellers to own their data, and most importantly, ensure mutual success as partners, not adversaries. So here's what I ask of you today. The next time you're about to click order, pause. Could you order directly from that merchant? Could you walk down the street instead? If you're building technology products, ask yourself, are we creating a platform that enables or exploits? Are we a partner or a gatekeeper? If you're investing in technology businesses, back companies that create shared value. Don't just protect short-term monopolies. And if you're in a position to shape policy, ensure fair competition. Don't just protect the big guys. Because if we don't, we won't just lose our local coffee shops. We'll lose something much bigger. Thank you.